Hi everyone, I hope you've all had a decent Christmas and New Year. Well, as we go into 2023, I thought I'd give people a little update on what we've got planned in this coming year. First of all, I'd like to start off with the Golf. It's been quite a troublesome first year for the Golf. I've had fueling issues with it for ever. Yeah, it literally was. It was on the first driving lesson I did in the Golf. Interestingly, we were just manoeuvring, just thinking back, I know who it was as well. Hiya, Danny. It was the first driving lesson that I had. We were doing some manoeuvring in this car park here to the right hand side, the Showcase Cinema. And it had a little bit of a sort of like a stutter and a rumble, and it went to cut out. Loads of lights came up on the dashboard, and I've been battling with that problem for a year, and it's been in the garage, this car, probably 8 or 9 times over the year. I've had a fuel pump replaced, I've had a fuel booster sensor replaced. There's been the electronic control unit, which controls all the fueling. That's been replaced, but it was still happening. And I've only just got this car back. I am, the day before Christmas Day, shooting this. So this was a number of weeks ago where I was shooting this. I've only just got the car back. It's been in Volkswagen Liverpool for 3 weeks. Now, I would like to say straight from the off that the service department at Volkswagen Liverpool have been very good. I know 3 weeks is a long time. It was just lucky that I've still got the Tesla that I can be using to do other things. But it's been in the garage for 3 weeks, and they've done a fair bit of investigating on what the problems were. They've had the car effectively plugged in to Volkswagen Technical.
What can I do for you?
Cancel. How often does that happen on filming on YouTube with different brands of cars? But anyway, apologies for that. What VW Technical were saying, they were doing loads of pressure tests on the fueling. There was some pictures taken of inside the cylinders as well, and it looked as though we've had some leakage from some of the injectors. There's 2 different types of injectors on these Golfs. I don't know whether it's on all of them or whether it's just the GTI. We've got low boost and high boost injectors, and from what I was saying with the fellow in the service department I've been dealing with, it made sense that it was the low boost injectors, because like I've said, it happened on the first time I actually used the car and we were doing a little bit of manoeuvring, and it always seemed to be the case when we'd been manoeuvring. The car was at really slow speed, perhaps like in a queue like we've got up ahead. It would then have this problem. It was as if it was getting choked. So from that, Paul at Volkswagen Liverpool eventually got Volkswagen Technical to agree to replace all the injectors, and thankfully the low boost injectors, and thankfully the car, touch wood, I've had it back a couple of days, it's been impeccable, and it feels different as well. It feels as though it's smoother building up, which would make sense if the low boost injectors were leaking. So hopefully we've got that fixed. Did find out something else which I just want to run it by my subscribers as well. Did find out someone, I'm not saying where from, let it slip that the previous owner with this car, and it was a one owner car, was Volkswagen Press. I said to this particular person on the phone, I don't think you should have told me that. I think you just let something slip and made a little bit of a mistake. Now, press cars, you've probably seen how they get treated. on YouTube, especially, to be honest. They're lent out to all different sort of like motoring journalists, not just on YouTube but all round, and they're treated quite hard. The press cars, they're launched, they're taken around track, and just interestingly, and I have put this to Volkswagen as well, and if this car keeps being good, I will absolutely keep it because I love it, but I was really close to actually rejecting this car because of the problems that I've had with it, and this is one of my points that I'm talking about now. So it was a Volkswagen press car, and they get treated quite harshly and heavily, and I found out that this was a Top Gear long-term test car. If you search Mark 8 Volkswagen Golf GTI, they do a number of updates on this particular vehicle, and there's loads of pictures with the initial reg. My point is, with it being a press car, not sure exactly how hard it was used, but I'm suspecting it was used quite harshly. Let me just create a little bit of space because that's normal. It can be a little bit of danger where the road merges, but we're all good now, I think. But yeah, press cars can be treated quite harshly. But interestingly, if I took this Volkswagen Golf to the Nürburgring, took it round track, it instantly invalidates the warranty. So if my car in its previous life has been a Top Gear long-term test car and it's been maybe treated a little harshly, why is then not that warranty invalidated? Well, I understand that they're going to then sell it on, but the whole idea of saying that the warranty is going to be invalid is it's going to be used hard, and maybe there's going to be things that are going to be broken on it, but it's okay when it's a press car. Interesting. I wasn't told of this by Wrexham Volkswagen, where I bought the car from, which I was disappointed. And when I brought this up to one of the people at Wrexham Volkswagen, he wasn't the best. I did say to him as well, and I'll tell you exactly what he said. I said, well, I am going to be doing a follow-up video on this, and letting my viewers and subscribers know exactly what's what, and depending on how you treat this problem depends on which way the video goes. It wasn't a threat or anything, it was just telling it how it is. And he said I was blackmailing him. So to the guy at Volkswagen in Wrexham, you need to really understand that that's not blackmail. All I'm trying to do is get the problem fixed with my car that you sold me, and you didn't let me know its previous use. I know maybe in the terms and conditions, not maybe in the terms and conditions, in the terms and conditions it does say that it might be used for different uses. I get that, but if it's been used for something that would, to the general public, invalidate the warranty, but then I'm sold the car where it doesn't invalidate the warranty, I think that that should have been something that I should have been told about. Let me know what you think in the comments. So the Golf is pretty good. I'm going to take it for a little drive. I actually haven't been out on some country roads, so that was my reasoning today to maybe come and film this video, but also to take it out for a little bit of a drive. So we're going to go and test it a bit and see how it is running. But for the new year, what have we got planned? Well, there's some changes happening. We've first of all changed the learning points. The learning points have been going for 7 years, and although some of them are repeated on occasions, the ones that are repeated are the ones I feel as though need a constant message pushing out, but there's still loads of content with them. I'm hoping to go for 10 years solid with those learning points. They've been going for about 7 every Saturday, but we are making a little bit of a change. I'm going to push them to a Tuesday from now on. They're going to be a regular Tuesday upload, so you may have noticed that already by the time that this video goes out, but that's what's happening, that's what's going on. The learning points are still going to be there. There's going to be no particular change of format with anything else that I do, but there's one big thing that I want to ask people about, is whether or not that they think that a new series perhaps where I go off and meet some of my viewers and have a drive with them in their cars. I would like to do that. I'd like to meet some of the people who comment and contribute onto the channel. Got a couple of things planned with some other people off YouTube regarding this, but let me know first of all whether you think it's a good idea, and secondly whether you would be up. I'd like to maybe see something interesting. I did make a comment on a video a while back where I said about I liked the Hyundai i30N, and instantly one of my viewers, I think his name was Liam, so you have to excuse me if it's not Liam, but they sent me an email saying you're more than welcome to come and have a go on my car. So it's things like that, but we want things interesting, not just the run-of-the-mill stuff. If you've got something interesting that you drive, or you have got an interesting predicament that you are in regarding your driving, in other words, maybe you've just been banned and you've just got your license back, see what you like. Maybe there could be many people in this scenario who have never had any further training since the test in 50 years. Interesting to go and see people like that. So if you've got an interesting little story about your driving or about your car, you don't have to get to me, I'll come to you and we'll do a little bit of a drive and see where you're at, and have a look at what motor you drive. So that's something that we've got going forward. I'd like to ask everyone else, is there anything else that you would like to see? I've got another trip abroad soon. I'm trying to organise a few things for that, but is there anything else that you would like to see me do? Main thing is, would it be good if I went to the Nürburgring this year? Obviously not going to take the Golf round there. I might take the Golf to drive across, but it might be an idea to go and see what the Nürburgring's like. So let me know if you think that's a good idea, and we'll try and make it happen. In any case, I'm going to go and test my car out and go and see whether it's all running well. So I will hopefully see you next time. Keep safe.